Hey guys, Cooking with Kim D here. I am playing around with our Deluxe cooking blender today, and I just made up some fresh peanut butter. Literally 3 cups of dry roasted peanuts, and that's it. These were lightly salted dry roasted peanuts. It took just under 2.5 minutes inside the Deluxe cooking blender, and we have homemade peanut butter. So that I'm letting cool down a tiny bit. It does warm up a little bit because the blades are working so hard that it does bring the temp up just a tiny bit, not much. So I'm just kind of letting it cool down before I put the mason jar lid on and store it in the refrigerator. And that should store for like 2 to 3 weeks or so in the refrigerator. So now I'm gonna play around with some blueberry jam. Yes, our blender makes jam because it is a cooking blender. So what I have here is a 1/4 cup of water. And this is a pound of fresh blueberries. This is just shy of 2 pints of blueberries. And lastly is a packet of, I think it's 1.75 ounce, yes, of pectin. And that's gonna go on top. And that's it. It's going to go through one cycle, and then it is gonna tell us to add the sugar. So I'll add the sugar later. So I'm gonna put our lid on. I am going to turn the wheel. There's preset buttons here. I'm going to turn it to jam. Press start, and that's it. So we're going to let it do its thing. And this is not only does this make smoothies and peanut butter, as you saw, you can actually cook different soups, like cream soups, like butternut squash, tomato, things like that. So I'm gonna let it do its thing. I'm gonna put my video on pause for a moment, and when it tells us to add the sugar, I'll come back and show you the next step. All right, I'm back. So the first stage of this took about 22 minutes, give or take, for it to come up to 210 degrees. So now we're gonna take off. It is bubbling in there. Oh, it smells so good. And now we are adding, how much sugar? 2.5 cups of sugar. So we're gonna add this. And this is our silicone prep bowl. This is our 3-cup silicone prep bowl, which is perfect for this because I can get it in there without making a mess. And now we're going to put this back on, close, and all I'm going to do is press start again. So it's supposed to take about another 20 minutes to do this. This is getting nice and warm in here, and it's all bubbling in there. So I'll be back in a little bit. All right, we're back, and this has finished cycling. So it was about another 20 minutes for this to finish. So I'm going to pop the lid. And this off, and we have some beautiful blueberry jelly. So I've got a couple of mason jars here, and I'm not really sure how much this is going to make. So these are 16-ounce mason jars. So I have cleaned. There's one. Oh, decent amount of in here. So this made just about 4 cups. So less than 2 pints of blueberries yielded us 2 16-ounce jars of blueberry jam. So this will stay in the fridge, I think it said a couple of weeks. Refrigerate for up to a month. So we bought some chocolate ice cream and some vanilla bean ice cream. That's my husband in the back making dinner. And we have our peanut butter that I made a little while ago. So we're gonna use some blueberry jam and some homemade peanut butter on our ice cream tonight for dessert. So, Deluxe cooking blender, guys. Have a good night.